Alright, we have the Gemini Jets June 2021 releases out. Let's go ahead and check what they are. We've gone 2 months with good releases, so we'll see if it's a return to form with kind of the meh stuff when it comes to what Gemini Jets likes to release. Alright, so we're going to start off with the 1-200 releases like we always do. Our first one is a Qatar 777-300ER with the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 special livery. And it looks to be a flaps down release. So I imagine that the next release that we will get will be the regular release, as expected. So it already takes up a couple spots there. Next up is the Australia Post Airbus A321 freighter. This was released in 1-400 last month. So for those that wanted it in the 200 scale, there you go. Next up, we have another flaps down. This is a Qantas 7879 in the regular livery. So we'll obviously have the pair of Qantas 787s with that release. And we'll move on over to the next one. This one is Korean Air Cargo 747-400. And it is yet another interactive series. That is the third consecutive month in which we've had a 747-400 interactive series. Now we have another Frontier A321, this one released in 1-200. So the one that they did looks to be Virginia the Wolf, which is 704 Foxtrot Romeo. And a couple more left. Next up we have an Eastern 757-200. So these are all, most of these releases have been of stuff that they've already done recently in 400 scale, transferring it over to 200 scale so that the 200 scale collectors can enjoy these models. And then finally we have an America West 757-200 with a special Ohio livery. So our 1-200 releases, a lot of Boeings, a couple of Airbuses in there, so just kind of the same stuff with a little bit of retro mixed in. We got 2 military releases. That's kind of already a telltale sign that this is going to be a bit of a meh release. Let's see what they got, though. We have an Royal Australian Air Force P-8 Poseidon. So I think they did this in 200 scale already. I do kind of want a P-8 Poseidon, but I think if I'm going to get one, I should probably get a U.S. Air Force for it to be appropriate for the collection. And then the next one is this A330 MRTT. I think they did this in 200 scale, so now they have done it in 400. Alright, show me the non-existent good stuff that I don't really want. So in total we've got 7 1-400 scale releases. Do I expect them to be any good? No. We've already done 2 good months of good releases. I can't expect much out of it. So first up is a Wizzair A320. So looks to be the normal livery, nothing too special there. So that satisfies some of the European collectors. The UPS MD-11 freighter. Okay, so that's kind of a good release. I could definitely take one. I do kind of need a UPS MD-11, so maybe I'll pick this one up. Next up, ooh, this is interesting. Transworld 757-200 in the final livery. I would get the NG version, though, but since the NG version is kind of gone by now, maybe I'll just have to settle for the Gemini version if I want this. Let's see what the next one is. That's the picture. Oh, wow. SkyWest liveried CRJ 700. Wow, that is good. That is just so good. A SkyWest liveried CRJ 700. Okay, so that one's going to be, I'm going to be pre-ordering that one for sure. Ooh, this is interesting. This is Rex. I think they're an Australian airline. It's a 738. And it's our heart is in the country, so that might be related to the current situation, just trying to be there together as we kind of go through these troubling times. We already know what that's kind of about. Next up, British Airways CityFlyer. So here's our CityFlyer E170 that was announced as a future release a while back. They did it in 200 scale for April. Sorry about that. Now we got it in 400 scale, so hopefully the British collectors are satisfied with this release. And to round it off, we have another Antonov 124 in the Antonov International Transport livery. So I already have an older release of this, but for those that want this in this exact livery, then there you go. And that's all of our releases. So go ahead and take a look at the 200 scale, kind of give my basic thoughts. The Qatar 777 flaps down, that's really nice. If they do it in 1/400 scale, I might consider getting it, because I kind of like these special liveries at times. This one does really interest me. Qantas flaps down looks pretty good. So we got 2 flaps down releases this month. Oh, I did skip over to 200 release, and that one was a FedEx 777 freighter, and it is an interactive series, so I do apologize for skipping over that. But overall, the releases for 200 scale this month are pretty good. However, just kind of a lot of stuff from 1/400 scale, which I'm sure some 200 scale collectors wanted, so I do appreciate them doing that. Military releases, kind of the same thing, you know, the A330 MRTT and the P-8 Poseidon, so just kind of the same stuff that we normally get from them. But the 1/400 releases, not too bad. There's kind of some of the usual stuff, so kind of meh, but the SkyWest CRJ 700 is really nice, so I think I will be getting that one. Possibly the TWA 757 or the UPS MD-11. So I'll have to see which one I like most, but I know the SkyWest for sure is going to join my collection. So that is really nice. The SkyWest CRJ 700, I'll definitely be pre-ordering that, and I'll have to see if I've got enough funds to possibly get either the TWA or the UPS. I think I might aim for the UPS. So overall, pretty good release set this month. I think there's still some good stuff in there. I do not think I missed anything in the 400 section, which I did not, so that's good. And there we go. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.